So idulit para sigurado gyud. Para di masugos butchog pa. Compare ato kaniya og karon. Oh. Bugaan gamay. Right sa. Good sa sir. Shout out gamay.
Good day to everyone, especially the people here in the Philippines and all the people in the world who can see this vlog. Welcome to my YouTube channel. May I ask you a favor to support my small channel? Please like, share and subscribe to my small channel. Thank you for watching this video till the end. It is a big help for me as a small content creator. God bless you, my friend. Now let's start and see what's the issue of this Kimco Visa R110. The issue of this motorcycle is noisy timing chain and noisy engine when running. So now let's find how can I solve this problem. Let's start the engine and let's hear the noise of the engine and timing chain. Now let's start the engine. Now we hear the engine running and we hear that the engine is very noisy and knocking. The timing chain is noisy and the engine also. So my friend, let's do this. We need to remove this all, the side case. And first I remove the engine cover and then this change pedal assembly, and I need to remove this flywheel cover or this magneto cover to reach and access the timing chain and roller guide and all the parts here in magneto. Now I see the broken piece here in flywheel. This is the magnet cover and the magnet also is broken. Later we find what we can do this to fix this problem. Let's put this flywheel into TDC or top dead center. Let's timing this. Now this is the top dead center and I see the timing chain is loosened. That's why this is the reason why the timing chain is noisy. I need to remove this magneto assembly or flywheel. I already removed the nut, and second we need to get this washer. Then I put this magneto puller to remove this magneto or flywheel or magneto assembly. This is important. We need to use this magneto puller to avoid damaging this magneto or flywheel assembly. Okay, the flywheel is already loosened. Now I get this. Then I remove this also. This 3 pieces cam gear bolt. I use 9mm socket wrench to remove this bolt. I already get the 3 bolts. Now let's also remove this cam gear and also this bolt, roller guide bolt here in the board. Now we need to shock this screw bolt because it is hard to remove. Now let's remove this screw bolt using this impact screw. Now I need to shock this plate to make this easier to get and to remove easier. Now I can get this using this Phillips screwdriver. Now I can get this plate. The mechanic who used to repair this before me using bearing instead of roller guide. I see a broken piece of rubber here inside the engine. This is the rubber of barrel bolt. I need to remove this bolt below the barrel bolt to get the barrel bolt and the tensioner spring. This is the barrel bolt rubber. This is broken already and we need to replace this later. And now I need to get this timing chain. I need to remove this timing chain together with the roller guide. And now this is it. I already removed the timing chain and also this roller guide is broken and worn out. We need to replace it, a new one. They use a brake rod spring instead of tensioner spring. This is not standard and this is all the broken parts. And I need to remove this follower. The guide of this follower is already loosened and worn out. That's why we need to replace this, a new one. And also it has a damage in the tip of this follower. Now I need to get this oil pump roller guide we need to shock this using this flat screw. This is so difficult to get because the tip of this roller guide is behind inside the crankcase cover and inside the oil pump. We can counter this using long nose. This is the oil pump roller and the teeth are already worn out. We need to replace it because it's already broken. Now let's install this oil pump roller. Now I need to tighten this roller in the oil pump rod, and I need to use long nose in tightening this oil pump roller. Now I get this excess rubber in this barrel bolt. Now let's assemble this all, and this is all the parts: the new o-ring and gasket, the barrel bolt rubber, and also the spring. And I already cleaned this all engine parts here, and this is ready to assemble. Now I put this big o-ring here in timing chain cover. Okay, next we need to put this barrel bolt rubber. This is genuine because the old barrel bolt rubber is already broken. It is already worn out and worn. Now this is the follower arm or roller guide. I need to replace this new one because the old one is already broken and worn out, and the bolt is already tight. I used to pull this timing chain using this tie. Next, I need to put this roller guide inside the bore. Then after this roller guide bolt, after I put this roller guide bolt, I need to tighten this bolt. Next, I put this roller cam chain guide. Then next, this barrel bolt tensioner spring. This is the original tensioner spring because the mechanic before who used to fix this motorcycle using brake rod spring, which is not good for the engine and harmful for the timing chain. And now I already put the barrel bolt following by the tensioner spring and the bolt. And now let's put this timing chain cover. I already put the o-ring and I already put the maker. I need to shock this and push this chain cover, and I put these two screw bolt in this chain cover, and I put this magneto assembly followed by the washer and the nut. Now I tighten the nut using this cordless impact. Now I used to fix this broken magnet cover and this magnet by applying this super glue. I am applying this glue around the magnet so that the glue will hold the magnet and the broken pieces of the magnet and also the magnet cover. Now let's turn this magneto or this flywheel. Let's find the TDC or top dead center. Let's set the timing. And now let's put this magneto cover or flywheel cover followed by this 4 flywheel cover bolt. Now I will tighten this bolt using this cordless impact. Okay my friend, keep on watching till the end because I was going to test the engine. After we fix the engine, we need to double check by testing the engine sound to know that the noise of the engine and the timing chain is already disappeared. It means we fixed the engine well. And now let's continue my friend. I need to put this flywheel in TDC or top dead center. We need to timing this, and then next I set the timing in this cam gear. Here is the timing mark, this letter T in this flywheel. We need to set this in the hole, and this cam gear, set this timing mark into the center of this hole. Now my friend, I already set the timing here in cam gear. Okay, then here in the flywheel. Now our job is done my friend. Now let's start the engine and hear the sound. Let's double check.
Sa baan ba?
And now let's start the engine to compare before and this after. we fix the engine. Okay, my friend, we hear that the engine is running smoothly. The sound of the engine is very good. So my friend, thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video. If you have any question or suggestion or any comments, just comment down below. Then I can respond your comments and answer your all questions. Thank you and ride safe sa lahat. Peace. I'm out.